back in my college professor. So what do you think about your grades? We were talking about the social media aspect of it. Now there's obviously going to be, seem like disadvantages to social media though. You want to talk about that a little bit, I guess?
Sure. One thing I like to call it the torches and pitchfork effect. If you go to a restaurant, and we're all guilty of it, we have a really great experience. Like, man, I'm going to review them on Yelp or Google Guides or whatever, and you get your car and you check your phone, you forget, But if you have a bad experience for whatever reason, even if it's a great restaurant, it's having an off day, you're more likely going to hop in your car, and the first thing you're going to do is put it on blast on social media. So that's something we really have to help restaurants out with. It's like, how do I deal with the one customer had a bad experience and they're creating the noise online, and you don't want people to see that one bad review out of 50 good ones.
And the other thing I noticed too is that it's bad, but it's good in a way, is that everyone has a cell phone, everyone's always watching what you're doing, and so whether you're a couple like we are that are a little bit more noticeable, or even a restaurant or owner, we always try to encourage people to be their best self, whether out in public or if you think that no one is watching, just because you never know. I mean, you never know. So we're always on our P's and Q's, and so we try to let restaurant owners and stuff, reflective of that, kind of warn them what to post on their personal Facebook or personal social media sites, because anybody can screenshot.
Yeah, so you really have to watch your personal stuff more closely than you did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always try to keep everything PG on online.
Yeah.
Social media, YouTube, everything.
Yeah.
Internet's
is forever. Yeah.
There's actually some stuff that I did a long time ago that I probably should.
Yeah. It's forever.
We're out of college.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll get you guys is just tell everybody, you've been doing this for 3 years. You got a lot of experience. Tell them a little bit about how great the Birmingham food scene is.
It's phenomenal. Now it's world renowned because Highlands just won its James Beard Foundation Award, which is great.
We have the best restaurant in the United States.
And best pastry.
Yeah, that's right.
And then in addition to that, the Atomic Lounge, which is this really cool, it's the retro futurism themed bar in downtown, and it looks like a 1960s living room. It's very cool. The owners opened up just a year ago, and before they even turned a year old, they were nominated as one of the best bar programs in America for the James Beard Foundation Award. That's incredible.
Yeah.
What I love about the Birmingham scene is that there are so many people out there willing to take a chance, and so we try so hard to support all these places, and it's hard, but it's great. It's great that there's so many choices and so many different varieties, and I love. While it's annoying sometimes to go to a place and there's a line or there's a wait, it also warms my heart because I just know that, this is good for them. This is good for Birmingham, getting people out and letting people see what the city really has to offer, because it wasn't like this 6-10 years ago.
Even 6 years ago, if you had told someone, hey, I have this great deal on a spot to open up a restaurant downtown, they would have kind of scoffed and like, ooh, that's a big risk. And so now for the restaurant owners, Birmingham's restaurant scene is really kind of the basis of the revitalization of downtown, because they took that risk and they were the first ones to open up and say, hey, you know what, it's downtown and there's not a lot here yet, but Urban Standard, when they opened up, there's nothing on 2nd Avenue. Then Row Tavern opened up, and then a couple more, and so now it's kind of developed a foothold, and it's just the restaurant scene's exploding now. It's great.
I just encourage people to just try something new, or don't forget about your favorite place. See them too, but just try something new. You'll be surprised, and if you don't like it, just keep going. There's something else that's out there.
And another thing is that a lot of people think that because it's a local restaurant and independently owned and operated, it's going to be more expensive. But really, when you look at it, we've done the comparisons. You're not going to spend either more or maybe a little bit less than you would at, say, Applebee's or Ruby Tuesdays when it's all said and done.
For sure.
And the food is locally sourced, very fresh, high quality. Your service is phenomenal. You're supporting a local resident of the community. So yes, skip out on the Ruby Tuesdays, the O'Charlie's, and go try something local.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Eat local, everybody.
Local.
Like local, dude. Awesome. Well, I guess that concludes this interview.
Yeah.
For Ask a Foodie. I'm looking at that camera, but I'm over here and I'm over here. I know what I'm doing. But thank you guys for doing this with me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And,
Thanks for having us. This is
Yeah,
fun.
it's been great. And then if your followers want to follow us, it's Happenings in the Ham on Facebook, Instagram. On Twitter, it's BHAM Happenings. We're also on Snapchat. That's all her.
Yeah.
Happensintheham.com.
Yes.
Cool.
Happiness is
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's happening, y'all. It's happening.